Oh my gosh. Hey y'all, sorry. That meeting was supposed to be over at 12. It's 12:23 and they're still talking. Okay. Anywho, we just had this big jump up right here. Did y'all see that it bounced off of a 2 hour demand that formed? I didn't know it was gonna do all of that. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was at 56.39. Right here, open. Y'all see it? It came down, tapped 56.39, and then jumped up like that. I don't know what was going on, if we had like a bunch of news or what. But anyway, let me go down to the 5 minute chart. So prior to this happening, hmm, wait a minute. Oh, come on, zoom in. What's happening? Okay. All right. So prior to this, I took this, man, come on, Thinkorswim. Acting crazy. Let me zoom in like I want. There we go. I took the rejection off of this 30-minute supply zone here. I was actually looking to take it all the way down to the 39 level because I saw that it formed. Remember when I typed like, oh, we have a 1 hour demand, we have a 2 hour demand that came down here, and I wanted to take it all the way down, but I entered into the trade. Let's see, I entered on the 1 minute. So it chopped around a little bit before. Yeah, so like I think I might have even entered here and then I wanted it for like 8 points and I didn't get the 8 points and it came back up. And so I had to hold through this little pullback right here, but when it came back up, I saw that you see this big volume spike right here into the level. So when it came back in, we had another big volume spike. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold through it. And it just kept like chopping around and finally dropped. So at that point, I was just like sick of it. So I didn't hold to where I wanted to. But anyway, a win is a win. I know, I don't know if anyone remember y'all, this is just like open whatever. So you guys can come off mute if you want to ask a question about anything. Um, I know you guys were talking about like affirmations and manifesting and stuff like that. Y'all, I have a YouTube channel about manifesting. I haven't posted on it and had to be like a year or something like that. But I use affirmations every day. So I'm gonna put a little mindset channel in there with some different sets of affirmations and like an EFT tapping script for trading or whatever else you guys want. Because I love manifesting.
That's really tea.
But yeah.
Um, I just wanted you to go over key levels, like the key levels for me again. So you usually draw them off your 5 minutes.
Yeah, so let me see. Love EFT. Yes. Boom. Okay. Yep, I look at them on the 5 minutes. So let me go back to like the beginning of the day, right? Uh, so like let's say we were just charting at the beginning of the day, looking at different levels and zones, right? And I think this was
Mm-hmm.
2 hour supply. So once I'm finished, I'll just kind of look to the left because we were down here when we were charting. So once I'm finished, I'll kind of look to the left to see what's going on. And so when I look to the left on the 30 minute, we had this like tall, well, here actually was the one I was looking at. So this is where we were, and we had this tall wick right here on the 30 minute. So let's say this supply and level wasn't here, then I would mark the high of this candle as a key level that we needed to get above in order to continue going higher. So I would just keep an eye on it, and then at the very end of charting, I would go down to the 5 minute. And looking at the 5 minute, that same level with like a tall wick was here. You see how like trying to see the difference or something. Like these, all of these one, two, three, four, if they're ever like consolidate, like some consolidation, I won't count this. So this level here, kind of, you see where all these wicks are going through. I wouldn't count this one. I would count a recent swing high or low that had just like one really high wick that was standing out. And so that's why I was saying we had this same level was on the 5 minute and the 30 minute, and it was coinciding with the 2 hour
Mm-hmm.
supply. And so that for me would signal this is going to be some like strong resistance. Like they're going to have to, and if they push past it, they have to hold above it to keep going higher. So that's what happened the first time. It was the 2 hour supply, the key level joining forces, and it was a 1 hour. It was like inside, this was inside of a 1 hour, right?
Yes.
Started maybe here or
I
something.
don't think I have the same 2 hour, but I had the 1 hour.
Yep. So it was a 1 hour. So it was like all that confluence. And then if we go to a lower time frame on the 1 minute, it got back up here again and then it chopped around a little bit at this area and then but it held above
Yeah,
it.
I saw it retested. It retested it. I
Yep. And so that lets us know. So with key levels, I trade them differently, right? I don't trade them like with whole zones. It's I'm looking just at that price level itself. That's it. So let's say this candle had pushed above and closed above this line. That to me, I would not trade the rejection of it. I would want it to, or let's say this candle went up here, and now that I'm moving up, if it closed below here, then I'm stopped out. So it's a very kind of tight stop situation. You know what I mean?
Yes. So you only look to do the breakouts, not the rejection?
Yeah, no, I look for both.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So with the rejection, how do you?
So with the rejection, like again, you just come and look for if it crosses, it should come right back with the wick coming down, and then I would be ready as long as it closed underneath. So here, as soon as it came below where it closed, I would be comfortable taking rejections, taking shorts.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So wick through, but it has to close under. And then I would take it as soon as it got below the close of this, like, wherever it closed, as soon as we drop below it, take it with a stop above, with a candle close above the line. But yeah. Does anyone combine supply and demand with anything else they learned? Like fair value gaps or something? I don't know. Oh, I'm missing the chat. Hold on. So would the one that just jumped be a new key level? Oh, so I don't, you know what? Intraday, I don't bother with key levels. So yeah, I only use them from like pre-market. So like I guess if you're looking here, you could say, oh, this is a new level. You know what I mean? But I don't, nope. I only use it pre-market. Yeah. I don't keep looking throughout the day. Yeah. And I think did I delete it? There was one. I might have deleted it. Let me see. Yeah, I need to remove this one. This was from, am I on the 5 minutes still? Yep, you see this one? So now tomorrow, if we close somewhere like in here, something like that, tomorrow, this would be another key level here because this would be the most recent swing high. We have a wick rejection. And so I would be saying if we're gonna keep traveling up, the bulls need to overtake this level. They need to push above here and hold in order to keep going up. I wish it was easy like it is on TradingView to draw
No,
these.
I used to be seeing there's this lady, Massey Trades. I'm not sure if you know what your trades options.
Yeah, I know her.
And she does, and I see wonder, but what is she doing? And she's saying, if we're close below 506, she's because she trades SPX. If
Yeah.
we 506 heading on to, oh my God, why does she do that? But no,
Yeah, does it make sense now? Yeah, this one is yep, that's how. And so key levels are, and so okay, for instance, and some people you can trade only key levels. Like for instance, you say to yourself, once you get above here, you just trade level to level. So like you have this level and then you have this one. Once you get above here, you go to this one. I'm not looking at supply and demand now, right? Once you get above here, you go to this one and look at what happened. We're up there rejecting now, you see? So anyway, but yeah, so that's what she means. Close above and retest and keep going. Anyway, this is not anything, like I said, I'm not using this primarily, but I think yesterday was it? We just had like it was wide open above us. We didn't have a lot of stuff above us, and so I don't even remember where it was now, but it was like, yeah, I'm gonna be looking for trades above. It's gonna be a break and retest of a level. I don't remember where it was now.
I had it on my chart today for a level, and when like market open on the 5, it came down perfectly.
Yeah, yeah.
Pushed back up, like so you see like a thick out and push back up for continuation to the buy to go to the supply. And I was like, and I actually clicked buy because I entered it, and somehow trading view did not let me be great.
Oh no. I've heard that the spreads on TradingView sometimes are wide and it messes you up.
I'm not sure why it didn't trigger me in there because I did click buy. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. But I just decided, not to chase it. Let it get to where I want to trade it out.
Yeah.
So
So,
can you,
oh, go ahead.
sorry, can you explain what exactly you mean by retest? Because this is very new to me. So, like, let's say there's that key indicator level, and then if it hits it, but it doesn't go through it, then you would short it. But if it breaks through it, would you then just wait for it to hit the next key level, or do you then long it? Like, what do you mean by retest? Like, do
Oh,
you
yes.
just,
Sure. So let's look right here because sometimes I use that term when I'm talking about levels breaking too. So, like this morning, we had like a 3 hour level below us. Did I delete it? I delete stuff so fast. I did. There was a 3 hour level somewhere down here. And I was saying if we broke through it, take the retest off of it to go short. So, for example, we're breaking through this level here. You see how price came through? The retest would be, and this was a lot of chop right here. This is when we were just moving sideways. But a good example would be like right here, like if price broke through here, the retest means after it comes down, you just want to see it enter the level again and reject off of it. So a retest would be price broke through, it came down and rejected back out of it in the same direction. That's what a retest means. It's going in the same direction. Does
I
that
got
make
it?
sense?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. No, it does.
okay. So I wish I could find. Actually, let me look on a smaller time frame. What time is this? 10:15. Let me look at 1 o'clock and see. Look at the 1 minute and see what it did. Okay, so we didn't get a good close above it right there. Okay, right here. So let's say this were a level, right? Let's just pretend. And price is breaking through it here and it continues up, but then it comes down to retest it, just meaning it's flipping it from resistance to support or vice versa. So now it's going to go up and this is going to become a floor to hold it up. And so now it's retesting. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. So tomorrow is FOMC. If anyone's trading on a prop, make sure you know what the rules are around holding during FOMC. Um, I can try to look up the rules for Top Step and Take Profit Trader and post them just in case. Because some props don't allow you to trade during big news events, like they don't allow you to trade NFP. FOMC, the minutes are released, I think at 2, and then the press conference is at 2:30, if I'm not mistaken. But those are both the 2 o'clock, or 2 o'clock is when the interest rate is released. And so there's like a wild reaction at 2 o'clock in the chart. And then it'll kind of calm down a little bit. And then 2:30 is when Jerome Powell will come and speak and give his comments. And usually as soon as he starts speaking, there's like a little reaction, but once he's finished, there will be another longer and stronger reaction, meaning, and I used to trade FOMC with options using this group, the Busy Traders. Her name was Heather. Dad, what's her last name? Heather Love is her Instagram name. But anyway, Heather Lindsay, her last name is Lindsay. So, yeah, so they would always wait until 2:30 to trade because they would feel like that 2:30 move would give them like a more sustainable move throughout the rest of the day, even going into the next day, possibly. So I don't have any advice for trading news with futures. Um, I just probably won't be trading because I mean I don't trade in the afternoon anyway. And early in the day, sometimes it just depends. Sometimes it's like really flat and it'll be trading between like a 20-point range and like there's really nothing going on, and then you get bigger moves at 2:30. Sometimes you get a big move in the morning before FOMC and then FOMC is flat. So again, there's no predicting, but there's gonna be something is gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna be in the morning or in the afternoon, but there's gonna be some type of reaction when he lets us know what's going on with the interest rates and where they feel like the economy is. Is everyone planning to trade tomorrow still, or does anybody have rules that they don't trade on news days?
In the morning for me. I
Okay,
am
yeah,
not
yeah,
trading FOMC.
yeah. I'll just be watching in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I used to trade zero DTE at FOMC, and it never worked out, and never. But anyway, always something crazy.
If you have a zone within a zone, do you typically wait till you're kind of close to that line, like in between, before you start trading it?
It just depends. If there's a 30-minute level, I for sure am trading the 30-minute level. Um,
Okay.
but otherwise, if it's like a really, really big zone, like, let me see if I can find one. I think we have some up top, or
I have one below, actually, a 30-minute inside of a 2 hour.
is it this thing right here? This big one?
Hold on.
Is the 30-minute at 56.16?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this zone is really huge. There's a 2 hour and at 39 and some change. Then there's a 1 hour somewhere around here, and then you have the 30-minute below it. So this zone is just a really, really big zone. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. If we got to the 30-minute, I might try to scalp it. But with the zone being so huge and it triggering close to the afternoon, I just probably wouldn't trade it at all. If it was during the day and we got something like, look at this crazy mess down here. Um, and it was something like this where they were more stacked together. So like this one, the zone ends all the way down here, right? And the 2 hour is up here, the 1 hour is in the middle, the 30-minute is toward the bottom because they are so spread out. Um, I don't have experience trading these because I don't trade them. So honestly, I would have to advise that you kind of like watch and see what happens. These like this that are really big, but the demands are kind of stacked all in one place. For this, yes, I would wait for a retracement within some of these levels, just watching volume, watching when the volume bars would spike between here to trade the bounce. But with
I
these,
have my, sorry, go ahead.
no, no, go ahead.
I have my 2 hour at 56.26. Do
Oh, 56.26. Hold on.
I don't know if it's a new one that formed or it's not the old one. I think it,
Hold on. This one here.
yeah.
I have this one I have at 56.39.
What the heck? Okay.
Does yours say it looks like it closed at 56.27, but that's down here.
Sorry, down where?
That's at the bottom of the candle. And we want to mark it at the top of the body.
Yeah, mine is at the top of the body. My,
You're using Thinkorswim?
no, trading view. And I pay for
Oh,
like data.
oh, okay. Well, trading view is going to be trading view is going to be different than Thinkorswim. Okay, so trading view is going to be different than Thinkorswim. So my advice there is to, because Nadell uses TradingView also. Do
Okay.
you still use your zones? I would advise that, if the zones are working for you that you see there, then you can continue to trade them. Um, but they are going to be different than the ones I have on Thinkorswim. The ones,
Man, that's like a 10-point difference. That's wild to me. Okay.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I wish they closed the same, but the candles open and close at different times. Let me see where
Okay.
we get down to low 56.35.25. Yeah, I would suggest, because I don't use TradingView, but I would suggest that you watch how price reacts at your levels.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you can still trade your levels just because they're not, exactly the same. So yeah, I thought we were gonna go higher, but let's see. Well, we're still higher low relatively. Guess we'll see what happens tomorrow.
I feel like we've been here forever.
I know, like in this, yeah. But anyway, I wish it wasn't FOMC. I just want to continue getting like boring zones, 8 to 10 points, get on out of here. That's what I like. Is anyone here want to like be like a day trader like Tria, like where he holds for a long time?
No, no, no. I mean, I
I
start,
do.
I have gotten 20 points, but I'm that person I like to be in and out. I want to have my rest of my day for myself, kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, that's how I am. Crystal, you
Yeah.
said you do?
I want to be able to, I think for me it's just having this getting over that fear and getting out too quickly, and just being comfortable sitting in a trade. I think that's more what it is. It's just being comfortable sitting with my trade and watch it go up and down. Like I kind of watch it go up and then the second it starts to go down or vice versa, I start to like I have to like breathe through it, and I'm like, I know I'm so new to this, but I want to be able to just feel comfortable holding my trade no matter which way it's going and just being confident in it. So I think that's more what it is just being able to hold my trade comfortably, because sometimes it just takes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I jump out right before it moves in my direction and I'm like, fuck, like,
Yeah.
so that's just kind of what it is. So I don't know if I really want to, it's yeah, so maybe one day, right now it doesn't make sense for me. Like I own my own business and stuff, so I have more time, but you know, I don't know if I want to be sitting in front of a computer all day. I just want to be able to have the capacity to do it, I would say, if I wanted to.
If you wanted to. Okay, that makes sense. On the topic of holding your trades, have you tried using these candles, the Heiken Ashi?
No, I don't know how to, like, I don't know what the difference is when I'm looking at it. Like, I see that it's different, but I don't know what is
Yeah.
different about it.
You
So
could split your sorry candles. You could split your screen though, have the high Kanashi and have the normal candles.
let's do it. Oh, what just happened? I messed myself up. Oh my God. What? Where did all my stuff go? Ugh. Okay, don't worry about it. What is this? Oh, ES? Oh, what's happened? Default. Okay, one second. And let's do Heiken Ashi. Oh, regular candles on this side. Okay. Let's go to the 1 minute. All right. Can you see how we're looking at the same chart now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the Heiken Ashi candles are made to kind of smooth the trend. And hold on, it's gonna zoom crazy. To smooth it out and show you the trend, right? So obviously green is indicative of an uptrend and red is indicative of a downtrend. But also if you look at the candles, okay, you see how some candles have no upper shadow and like long lower shadows or wicks. So kind of to simplify it, and again, you can go and like do a Google search, but to kind of simplify it, you want to see the wicks in the direction of the trend. So where you see how we have these big strong red candles down, you want to see no wicks on top and wicks pointing into the direction of the trend. Same here. You see these green candles with wicks up top and none at the bottom, flat bottom, no shadow. Now, when you start to see wicks on both ends, like this is indicative of the trend slowing down when you see the shadows on both ends. Um, and same here. So, like when you see the wicks on both sides, da 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 da. So when you're in a trade, like I'm gonna come over here because this is when I was in that 30-minute supply trade. I'll come over here. I entered somewhere around here. Number one, I wasn't looking at my Heiken Ashi candles at the time. I was looking at something else. I looked on TradingView and I had lagging because I don't have a TradingView tab. And it's just easier to view for me, it was easier to view the candles over there. So I was lagging. So I entered thinking I had one of these candles, but regardless, I entered. So as I'm looking, I'm noticing that the trend is slowing. I can tell the trend is slowing not only by the candle, but the fact that we have wicks on both sides and I see it's coming in my direction. Now, even though this turned red, this is not indicative of a strong, downtrend. Why? Because we have like small body, long shadows on both sides. It's going back and forth. But when I was still holding through my trade and it was chopping, remember? As I saw the trend increasing, you might think to yourself, oh man, I've been holding. I was in drawdown a little bit, but now I'm in profit. But when you see these candles kind of tell you, okay, I can calm down. I can hold my trade a little bit longer because I can tell we have strong bodies with wicks going in the direction of the trend. Stronger body, wick in the direction of the trend, strong body. You see what I'm saying? So this helps you, even though you're in profit, it helps you hold longer. And once you see these two shadows, it kind of tells you, okay, momentum is slowing down. The volume on the negative side is slowing down.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I'll be checking that. So for charting, obviously it makes sense with the candlestick because the regular one, so you can chart
Yep.
properly. But
Mhm.
for viewing, once you're in a trade, this one might be better.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I turned my Ninja Trader candles to Heiken Ashi today and just yeah, watched it on there. Because of course, I think I was in profit like $500 here, and I was like, "Oh, I want to close it. I want to close it." But it's like, why would you close? Calm down. And then here's another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like I've closed out of trades and I'm like, and then it just went because I panicked because it just went back up a little bit and it's like kind of
Mhm.
hovering and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then a lot of times it's happened where I'm just like almost instantly after I'm like,
Yeah.
I just held just a little bit longer. Either way, a win's a win. That's okay. But yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Candace, I have a question.
Mhm.
How do you get in Thinkorswim, how do you get the crosshairs to show on both screens? Like mine only shows on one, but how yours mirrors the other?
It's somewhere in here. Let me see.
Oh,
Synchronize crosshairs position right here on general.
okay, so you went to settings. Wait.
Yep, the settings thing.
Oh, okay, I see it. Got it. Okay. Thank you.
And then you can even, if this helps it, like you can snap drawings too. I don't use it, but you can use OHLC and it'll snap like when you're doing your price levels and stuff, it'll snap it to whatever's closest, like the open, high, lower, close.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yep. What trade did you take that messed you up today?
Oh, child. So I took the tray at the 2 hour, and then I had also saw a 1 hour supply form in the day.
Oh,
Yeah. I
oh,
took those two, and I think I got in too early. Like I've been trying to slow down and get in the trade like when at least two candles like form in the zone. The
oh,
first one I
okay.
didn't do that, and the second one I did, but it just kept going up.
Oh, right here, yeah. And so I took this one off after I took this one off after that first one. I had to add it back because I was like, dag, I didn't record a trade recap. But yeah, after this big rejection, I took that thing right on off.
Yeah,
Because
it's
when it
okay though.
comes this close, I know when it comes this close, what do they call it? Like when it front runs you.
Yeah, it did the front run and then it went back. And when I saw it go back in the zone, I was like, okay, it didn't
Oh,
actually touch it. So maybe it'll still play
yeah.
out. That's where I got in at. Yeah, where those candles are going up.
Yeah. Okay.
1 hour level there, 1 hour supply. Well, I had it on my trading view, so I got triggered in. I got into the trade.
The 1 hour supply was somewhere around here, right?
No, a little bit just below. Let me look on my chart for you.
Yeah, I had a 1 hour supply. I took it off after that happens. I was mad.
The one,
I'm trying to figure out where it was.
I know I'm trying to go find it. Oh, here, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was open 5633. So it was like right here. Yeah, 5633. It was
yes,
like right here. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Supply and demand. I really like it, but sometimes it does. It like it can do you dirty. It was messed up. It's like it does us dirty, but still works. Like
Yeah.
that happened.
But
Yep.
this, I'm
Because
like once you see if it's like a 12 or a 6 hour, I might leave it on my chart, to get hit a second time. But
Yeah,
anytime, like for 1 hour, 2 hour, once it get hit, I'm taking it off.
yeah, it's gotta go.
It's gotta go.
Gotta go.
And then right after that 30-minute supply hit, I was just like, wow.
Oh yeah, the one right here. Yeah.
Yeah. I was out. I was done after that. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try anymore. I'm just in the
But
day.
it was just rejecting left and right because it was a 1 hour supply right here too, you see? And it
Oh,
pulled
yeah, I see.
6 or 8 points each time, I think, something like that. Mm-mm.
That's the one that I got in and out of because I was sick of it. And I was just like, but at least I got out with the 8 points. And I was just
Oh
like,
yeah, no, that was good. That was good for that level. I'm not gonna lie. Trade for some reason toward like middle of the day, afternoon. I'm like, I have to be done by 11 o'clock for real. Because I just feel like the better moves happen during that time. Now see, look, what is going on today?
There is some Canadian thing e news, red news.
Oh, okay. Then
yeah,
something
there's
happened.
a lot going on over here in Canada. We just had a new prime minister and there's a lot of things happening. So
Oh, right. That election like just happened.
it just happened. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And then they said Donald Trump said something. He changed his tune on the economy. Whatever he said, I don't know. I don't know.
He has a lunch today. He
Mm.
had a bilateral lunch at 12. Then there was like orange news at yeah, it was Donald Trump
I don't
at
know.
12:15.
Yeah, yeah. Here,
And then
Trump changes his tune on the economy, suggesting that Americans should buy less and will probably pay more and bear the brunt of an uncertain economic landscape as his wide-ranging tariff policy takes effect. No one wants to hear that, but everyone knew that already. He was just lying. Let me see. Trump and his team have said for weeks that it would only result in short-term pain and the stock market would eventually level out. But now his messaging has evolved to suggest
Mhm.
accepting that his tariff plan will raise prices.
sorry y'all, but Trump be doing everything else other than dropping your price of eggs.
Exactly. Oh, what did he say? He said, we don't need to spend money on junk we don't need. I'm just saying they don't need to have 30 dolls. They can have three. They don't need to have 250 pencils. They can have five. What is he even talking about?
Man, does anyone ever know?
I know. And then people are saying it feels tone deaf, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, that's why I'm like, did they really? If you have a real ID, you can still fly. If you don't have a real ID, you can still fly. They told us for years you wouldn't be able to fly, but now people wouldn't get their real ID, and now they're like it's down to the wire. Oh well. I'm just looking at the news now.
Mhm.
Oh well, guys. Sorry I had to join late. I usually don't start meetings like at 11:30 because people are at work are always talking forever. But I think we're gonna be back. Let me check my meeting schedule now and make sure we won't have any delays tomorrow. Again, we're not really talking about anything, but yeah, nothing happening tomorrow. So I'll be on at 12. We're not really talking about anything but trade reviews if you guys have any questions or anything else to talk about. And yeah, Portia, like stuff like that. If y'all take a trade and it doesn't work out, like let us know. We can talk about it.
Yeah, I appreciate you all. I'm like, I need to one start back journaling because when I first started, I was journaling and then I stopped. So I'm gonna start. I journaled today, so I'm like, I'm gonna start back journaling and then just start, doing affirmations before. So trying to be a little bit more intentional. So I appreciate you all for the advice.
Definitely intentionality is key.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
when I don't do it, it's noticeable. And when I do it, it's almost always good. So,
I know. Have y'all, sometimes my affirmations I have to change them up because my affirmations might like stress me out sometimes. Like if I say one specifically about trading, like you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I make $500 today or something, then I'll get like nervous, like about trying to hit that goal. So I'm gonna try to make some more generic ones. Like I trade calmly and follow my plan.
Yeah, I think it just depends. Like yesterday, I had like a losing day. Like I was sick and I was just at home and I had all day to just make a bunch of mistakes over and over again. And I was like in and out of trades like all day. And then because I kept getting like FOMO
Yeah.
and I wasn't feeling well. And then so I was just like, you know what? It's like I had to think, my affirmation was what's for me will always find me. And if it's not for me, it'll just leave. Like I don't need to worry about it running off or whatever. So that's kind of what I need now. And then it just depends. Like even today, I got a win and I was like, oh, I should have traded more than 5 micros. But in my head, I'm like, no, because that was your rule and you stuck to your rule and you still won
Yeah.
anyways. So I do. I always have to change up based on what shows up for me. And then that way it helps. Either it's managing how I feel after or setting myself up for what I want to feel that's coming up.
Okay, cool. I like that. All right, y'all. I will wrap this up. I'll post the recording, anyone who missed it, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.